Scarlet Monastery for a little while. So, it's been a little while. It's been about a week since I last uploaded a video. How are you guys doing? How's your week been? I hope that everybody's been doing alright and staying warm. I know in some parts of the country it's a little cold, and I guess if you're in the northern hemisphere it's cold in general. Here in Texas it's been pretty warm, so no complaints there. Just thought I'd log on and get a little bit of WoW in. I'm really close to level 40, so hopefully I can hit it here today or maybe tomorrow. Right now I'm level 30. I got my Warlock robe from the Warlock quests. I just got the Illusionary Rod from Scarlet Monastery Library. Library. And I just trained my spells, so now I'm headed over to Stormwind. And from Stormwind, I think I'm gonna be making my way over to Dustswallow Marsh. So, like I said, I hope everybody's been doing alright. I hope that for the 2 or 3 of you that know my videos exist, I hope that you haven't been getting too impatient. Typically I find myself able to record on Saturdays, perhaps Sundays, but usually Saturdays because I just have a lot more free time on these days to kind of do my own thing and to relax. And when I relax, I like to make ASMR because I'm in the right mindset for it, I guess. So yeah, right now we're on a flight path to Stormwind. When we get there, I've got some quests to get, and then I think we're gonna be flying to Booty Bay, and from Booty Bay we're gonna travel and all throughout Kalimdor until we can make our way to Dustswallow. But then again, maybe we'll go back to the wetlands to catch the boat to Menethil, from Menethil Harbor. We'll see what this little guide tells me to do. Somebody asked me last time what guide this is. This is actually called Doogie, I believe. D-U-G-I guides. And it was like $30, which I guess is kind of not good, but $30 to not have to worry about where I'm going and why I'm going there is a pretty good deal for me. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think I recently checked the auction house for gear and I couldn't really find anything, so kind of stuck with what I've got for now. Sorry if you hear me yawn. I've been, I don't know, whenever I start whispering I just start yawning a lot. Anyways, so overall I've been having a lot of fun playing Warlock. Every time I get into a group, everybody's always really, really happy to see a Warlock because I just, get some of them. They get to be a little lazy, and I get easy groups. Everybody always wants a Warlock. I can do a little bit of AoE with Rain of Fire, like that. And I can summon and Soulstone, and my pet can do some opting and things like that. everybody uses these chat channels. They always seem to be fairly empty. I think in general Blizzard's various attempts at VoIPs and WoW have been just abysmal failures. I remember when they first tried to implement voice chat in like 2007, I think it was sometime during the Burning Crusade, and literally no one used it for any reason. WoW is just one of those games where you're really used to using some sort of external voice communicating software. It used to be Discord. It used to be TeamSpeak and Ventrilo, and now it's a Discord for everything. I still find myself wishing that people still use the Ventrilos and the Discords, in the TeamSpeaks of the world, because I just really miss the sounds and in the way that those servers used to work. But of course the Discord's amazing. Everybody uses it, and most importantly it's free, which is why, the Ventrilos and the like died. But sometimes I hear that sound of somebody joining a channel or connecting, and I just feel this huge wave of nostalgia, and I just am blown away that stuff like that can still resonate with you, years and years and years after the fact. So, is anyone else playing Classic or Retailer? What games are you guys playing? I've only been getting, a couple of comments here and there, which is to be expected considering no one's really watching, and, actually getting a popular YouTube video is seemingly a 1 in a million chance, and I'm under absolutely no delusions of grandeur here. Mainly I enjoy making these because I think they're fun, and I've always thought that I would be a decent ASM artist, and I think, there's just a lack of this type of content on YouTube, so just wanting to contribute, and if some people see it, good, but overall I have, no designs or anything on becoming a YouTuber. I think it's very rare nowadays for people to start out on the platform with any type of intention besides making money. I think the reason the vast majority of people create content on YouTube now is to try and build a popular channel, build a brand and a following, and to monetize it via videos, ads, merchandise, Patreon, a podcast, ad reads, etc. I think it's extremely rare and refreshing when someone just makes videos for their own passion and just for fun. And I think that's kind of the principles upon which YouTube was founded, was just, uploading random crap or just videos for fun. And now it kind of feels like feels like everybody is a professional and everybody seeks to gain something from it besides personal satisfaction and enjoyment. But then again, that's the internet in general now. It's a very commodified space. You'll rarely see people making flash animations for fun or running fan websites and things like that. It's generally we visit, 5 to 6 websites, and everybody's just trying to use the space to extract money, but such is life, I suppose. But it's been interesting to kind of be at an age where I vividly it's interesting being at an age where I vividly remember the birth of YouTube and its rising popularity, and then it falling, well, not in popularity, but just kind of falling to the place it is now. It's been really, really interesting to see a bunch of amateurs and hobbyists and, folks just uploading random stuff and it turning into what it is now. It's a unique perspective because you're young enough to understand and appreciate YouTube when it was popular, and now you kind of are a little bit curmudgeonly, I guess, and even though kids nowadays absolutely love YouTube, they don't know it any other way besides this hyper-marketed, overly commercialized industry, essentially, which, in my opinion, is perhaps a little sad. One thing I really love about vanilla are the weather effects. For some reason, they just nixed these weather effects in retail WoW. I'm not entirely sure why, but I mean, it speaks for itself. It's very immersive and beautiful. There's another warlock. Oh, and she has some good gear. The hypnotic blade, I don't know where that comes from. I need to install Atlas Loot, but unfortunately I don't have it. I've been really lazy about getting more add-ons. I also still absolutely love the understated soundtrack in the game. The way the violins kind of paint this melancholic picture of the world, and oh jeez, hopefully I can get back in time. And truly it is a bit melancholic. I mean, this is a world that is being torn asunder by various factions and monsters and magical beasts and etc. and etc. and etc. And it also provides this really cool sense of foreboding and fear, especially once you leave the confines of Dunmorrow or Elwyn Forest or something like that. You really begin to feel like you're in a world that could chew you up and spit you out at any moment. It's very rugged and very individualist, which maybe contradicts my beliefs for real life, but I am very much a fan of the vanilla WoW mindset, the vanilla WoW mentality. I think every choice they made, whether intentional or not, was just absolutely brilliant. Everybody's got their 60% mounts. I really like the server I play on called Ashkandi. It's a very relaxed, laid-back server. I was playing Horde on Scarum, but I just wanted a change of pace, and PvP servers are always so just overbearing. Everybody's out to get you and to gank you, and the guild I was in was expecting me to put in time that frankly I didn't have, and if I did, I certainly wouldn't want to be spending it, farming gold for hours on end. And for some people that's certainly their prerogative, but I can't pretend that I have an interest in anything like that. I think maybe when Burning Crusade comes out I might put forth that type of effort, because I really, really, really love the Burning Crusade, but vanilla for me is such a easy expansion as far as the rating goes that you really don't need to be, having BIS gear and everything, or like the guild, they were wanting us to log on early to get world buffs from Dire Maul and to do all this crazy stuff to make sure that we could clear Molten Core and Onyxia as fast as possible, which is fine if that's the expectation you want to set for yourself, but I found it largely unnecessary. I mean, it's not the difference between killing a really hard boss or not, it's simply the difference between clearing it fast or clearing it really fast. I find the user-created meta of speed clearing raids in vanilla to be really bizarre. I'm not sure what the point is. I think that's really a retail mentality. Like the Mythic Plus dungeon clears, I think that comes from that, which in my opinion is totally antithetical to vanilla. I watch a lot of videos on Classic WoW and streams and stuff, and everybody's very, very, very min-maxy and wanting to, extract the very last ounce of, of wonder out of the game in favor of spreadsheets and number calculations and, spending hours upon hours getting this buff that increases your crit, or this buff that does this and that, and maybe they find that fun, but personally I think it just completely contradicts the vanilla mentality of taking it slow and making personal connections with friends and having fun. To me, rushing to 60 and rushing through everything and not taking your time and cracking jokes with your friends while you raid, to me that's the opposite of anything I'd ever want to do in this game. But, to each their own, of course. To each their own. It appears I have a quest timer for something, and for what I'm not sure, but hopefully we can figure it out soon. Flying all the way down to gadgets and Daenerys. I've always been fascinated by Daenerys. It's a zone that holds a lot of secrets. Especially in this version of the game, it's got two huge ones in the form of Caverns of Time, which doesn't get utilized really until the Burning Crusade. And then of course there's Uldum, which was a zone in, I believe, Cataclysm, with pyramids and an Egyptian theme. Okay, so my dogs are kind of freaking out, so I'm gonna have to stop the video, but please remember to give me suggestions if you have any recommendations for other games I could play. Am I too loud? Is it too quiet? Should I get a better microphone maybe? Who knows? Leave a like, a thumbs up, and just tell me what you think, good, bad, or ugly, because the only way I can get better is if I know. Alright, thank you guys so much, and have a great weekend.